Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of... If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. Only everything that the Vision Hunt decree has... The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute... Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize. Consider this. Rather, those who have lost the... Traveler, your existence is... There seems to be... So, I won't insist. That's right. Anyway, you're... So be it. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler? Strike dead!
Rain outlines your fate.
Inferior.
Off we go!
This ends now.
Everybody stand back!
There is no escape! Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
No, not good. Rain cutter. Incoming.
Insolent.
Got lucky that time.
Shine down.
Time to act.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Why do they never miss? Off we go!
Strike dead!
No, my sword!
Evasion is futile. Inferior. This ends now. Insolent.
Adventure time!
Inferior.
Got lucky that time.
Strike dead.
Change of plan. outlines your fate.
Inferior.
Let's light it up!
Dead.
Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
Inferior. Inferior. You are an enemy that requires special attention. Insolent.
Don't worry, I got this.
Insolent.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of good.
Illusion shattered. Instabilities will be removed. Strike dead. Inferior.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
No, my sword! Let's light it
Your
up!
verdict is decided.
Teamwork is
All
teamwork!
will be severed.
Why do they never miss?
There is no escape.
Ring cutter!
All desire can be broken.
Rain outlines your fate. I'm going in!
Shine down. Torn to oblivion. All will be severed.
Witness the power of Gua. Ow!
Got lucky that time.
Everybody stand back!
All will be settled.
Let my guard down.
Insolent.
Let me weave you. Teamwork is why do they never miss? Get out of here!
All desire can be broken. Your verdict is decided.
Change of plans. You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward, so are we to just...
You and I have both witnessed the great eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, never changing.
But what your people need from you is not your promise.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. But
But eternity is...
For
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, it must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You are obviously lonely. And yet, tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it.
Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be
What a childish Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you... But, with regards to eternity, and the question of...
You... As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So...
Talk to the Electro Archon.
Why, hello. If it isn't...
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen. By the way, I heard defeating Signora head-on. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another notice.
Wait a second. As in, the little...
Yep, that's the one.
Oh,
What?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save yours? The Balladeer is number 6 of... I'm not the kind of...
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, as her erstwhile closest friend, she no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any... Thus the Gnosis became not a... Is that not a good bargain? Judging by the results, at least.
When you... so... Really?
You intend to travel as a mark of my... What would you like to know about? Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you described. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say not only does she not fit your description, that's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it...
Don't worry, we aren't
As for your brother's where, I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to...
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where but their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as...
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that...
Morat's told us.
Yes.
Twin?
They won the Arc... Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. So there was... In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them.
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of...
I didn't spend a great deal of time with...
Wow.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one Still, there's one other thing on... Before A began modifying her own godly form...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shogun?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect... The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until... the Fatui...
Ugh! Not the Fatui!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Baladi.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? Are you sure? Okay then. Keep it safe. There was me.
Who in their right mind would...
I see. Your ambition should be perhaps the reason you do not continue on your journey.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!